Mate, is it true that you met Elijah Wood?
I did. How'd you? Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. Like when I say met him, like it was like I seen him and he was in the same area as me. That's right. I went to Comic-Con. I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that. I met him.
Was this locally or where was it?
Yeah, it was in Lisburn.
That's mad.
Yeah, because the new Comic-Con, Northern Ireland Comic-Con was in Lisburn this year. And there was just happened to be a spare ticket that somebody wasn't using in my friend group, and I just went, and there he was. He looks fantastic. Like, he genuinely looks fantastic.
Is he shorter or taller than you thought he would be in real life?
About the right height.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Didn't have to do much CGI?
No, like, yeah, he was about the right height. I was like, yeah, no, he's a hobbit, all right. Yeah. He's looking well for his age.
Wow.
Like, generally. And also Sam was there as well. Yeah. I forget his real name.
I forget his real name
It's
too.
like Matthew or something. I don't
Sorry,
know.
Sam. Also, that guy in Stranger Things. He played that role too.
Yes, yeah. Oh, yeah, I forget.
But I was born and bred in Lisburn
Oh, yeah?
and was born and bred loving Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And never did I ever think that the whole squad would be flying around the home grounds.
It was weird because it's in that big new convention kind of area, which I forget the name of.
Icon. But I call it Barmore
Yeah.
Show because that's where
Yes,
the
yeah, exactly. Yeah. It was like two or three big like sheds.
Yeah.
It was fantastic. Like the amount of people were there was impressive. But like, I totally forgot about that actually.
I'm going to
Yeah.
both insult you and compliment you with
Yeah, of course.
one sentence.
If you say I'm shorter than him, no.
You don't look like a nerd,
Yeah. That's
but you're really into Dungeons and Dragons, which I have all respect for in the world.
mate.
Talk to me.
D&D is the greatest game ever.
Why?
Like the only way I can explain it to people, the amount of people when I tell people I play D&D, they look at me like, "Wait, what? Is this like the amount of people just don't
Look,
understand?"
it's kind of
what it is.
cool now, though, is it not?
You
The
would
Stranger
think-
Things in the movie and everything did not help the cause.
Maybe people here are just they think they're too cool,
Right.
You know, that's the problem.
They're too busy drinking craft beer and
Exactly,
playing chess.
you
and-
know.
Yeah.
Where I'm on a Saturday or Sunday evening till 10 or 11 a.m. 11 p.m. Playing D&D.
Well, sometimes 10 a.m.
Role playing.
Depends how mad the
Yeah.
sesh is.
Yeah, D&D. The best way I can describe it, it's a great way to socialize without any digital aspects involved. You can have fun. You can make each other laugh. You can also be serious, and you can kind of be who you want to be. Like our group's an interesting one because, like, I'm definitely on the spectrum. But like our group is a bit like that, where it's like, and it's nice to see people kind of come out of their shell and be like a character that they've thought about in deep detail.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, this is just fun because it's a safe space.
Mm-hmm.
It is. That's why we don't. There's 8 of us now. There's a new person arrived last Sunday, who was very quiet, but they seem to enjoy it. And because Claire keeps on like, why can I not join? I was like, no, sorry, Claire.
You would burst the bubble, literally. You would ruin the whole.
Claire wanted to watch. I was like, that is not for watching. This is a safe space for people to really enjoy and role play and act and kind of get emotional if they need to or whatever the situation may
It's like,
call
bro,
for.
I'm not going to do my best goblin impersonation with you
like-
watching me.
It's So it's kind of that thing. Was like, have you ever watched Critical Role?
No, never.
This is just going to be a promotion for Critical Role. Matthew Mercer, greatest DM ever.
DM being
Sensation. Dungeon
direct
Master.
messenger.
Yeah, exactly. Dungeon Master, he's just phenomenal. The noises he can make for creatures is anybody who watches this should play D&D. Just find a group and go and play.
And the podcast.
Yeah, so
Drop mic.
you'll never regret it.
Love it. And Dungeons and Dragons the movie.
Good.
You rated it?
Yeah. I it was one of those ones where I didn't have too many expectations.
Yeah.
But it wasn't great. But they got every aspect really nicely. They didn't do a bad interpretation of it all.
Mm-hmm.
It was nice. It was good. It was enjoyable.
Did
which
you
is the whole
feel
point.
fairly represented as a D&D
Yes. Yeah.
legend?
I said, there's definitely a lot of elements in there that whoever had written the script definitely knew about D&D or had some input from it all. So there's definitely there.
Also filmed in Belfast.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was strange. We seem to be getting a lot of interesting projects here, which is cool. Because I seen Ruben has also been doing. I watched his thing. He was acting. I was wondering, did he act? No, he didn't. But it was because I know he done Blue Lights. I think.
Yeah. I'm not going to throw anyone under the bus here, but you need to talk to Mark about Lord of the Rings after this. I don't know if we can see Mark from here, but he's got a fun story to tell you. But I'm not going to blow his cover live on the podcast. Welcome back to Meet the Members, podcast where we sit down with the interesting people who call Ormeau Baths their home. Chris, what's your official title?
I am the community lead at Ormeau Baths.
We're sitting down with one of the legends here, one of the people who actually keep the lights on, keep everything moving in this wonderful place. And community lead is an all-encompassing title because you do many, many things. You're a talented filmmaker. You are a wizard with the camera. You're very, very creative. And how on earth did you get into Ormeau Baths?
Yeah. Interestingly, I was very lucky. Claire's going to hate the fact that I keep telling people this. So she said no to me the first time. Yeah. The first time she said no. I came in for the interview with Lisa and Claire, and I thought, this is good. Like, I've got 10 plus years of hospitality experience, easy peasy, like everything they wanted in the person to do the role. I could definitely.
You knew you were an A player walking in.
Yeah. And then I get an email like 3 or 4 days later. It's like, sorry, we're just not going to go ahead. And I'm like, well, this is it. Right, pack my bags. What country am I going to now? Because that was it. It was that or else leave. You know.
Seriously?
Yeah. I'd just got to the stage where I was like, I needed to go somewhere and start a whole new fresh thing. And then I think it was Web Summit was the weekend after I got no. I said the answer to no. And Gary, big Gary Davidson, one of my very good friends.
Big GD.
Yeah, who's one of the main men in here.
Which is good because we're extremely underrepresented on the Ormeau Baths front desk.
Exactly. A lot of ladies, huh? How was that, that just tick box?
Yeah, you were diversity. Yeah.
I think Gary and her and Claire were way over Web Summit that weekend, and a few glasses of red wine may have been taken by those guys, and I think Gary just said, just hire him. Just, what are you doing? So then she brought me in the following week and was like, why do you want this, Because I was coming down from I'd left my job, but I was coming down from a position, like a rate of pay. I was like, this is like base kind of wage. And I was like, it's like, you can't say in the first interview, it's like, please hire me, you know. You can't be that desperate for the job. But then the second was like, yes, please, I'll do anything. So that's kind of how that came about, and we kicked off then on the 14th of November, I think it was.
Wow. Which is very close to your Ormeau Baths birthday. Yeah. And because it's your Ormeau Baths birthday, we have got you something.
This is very... I don't do...
By the way, I have no idea what's in here, genuinely.
Okay.
So I'm hoping to God that there's something in here.
Random guess.
We have this fine little bottle of Jawbox gin just for you.
Has it been opened to fill of water?
Nope. It is 100% legit.
Let me just see.
That's your rider for coming on the show.
It is.
So you said
Thank you very much.
You were looking for I now have my contact lens saline solution. This episode is sponsored by Sainsbury's contact lens solution.
That'd be a good sponsorship to have.
Do you know what? We've been positioning for that sponsor for the last...
Tesco's or Sainsbury's, which one's going to get it? Yeah.
It's a bidding war currently.
Yeah.
You said you were looking for a fresh start. Tell me more about that.
Yeah, I've just been working in hospitality for so many years. Like, it just needed to... I was getting to the stage where I was just run down.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was just... Yeah.
Are you front of house, back of house, bar staff?
Everything.
Everything?
Like, I've just done everything. And I guess the stage where you become a shell of yourself, and you end up not being a good representation of yourself. Or I found that anyway for myself after so many years. I think people had just grinded me down where I wasn't happy with who I was as well, and how I was reacting to things and the choices I was making. So I think that's why I was like, I just need to go again, because I had lived away and I came back and I was like, okay, we'll see what happens. And then this came about, and Claire just changed my life. It did.
How did you come across the job?
Gary. Yeah,
right.
Gary sent it. Oh, they're hiring. They're going. I think he primed.
Oh,
me,
right. So
me up.
Gary actually knows you, like pre Ormeau Baths.
So Gary plays D&D.
No way.
Yeah. all
with the D&D.
all those founders that are trying to like, oh Gary, can you help me get money? Ask him about D&D, and you're in. You're in. You know.
Yeah. Just go and start playing D&D with them. Join us D&D groups. Like,
100%.
how much do you want? Blank check. Mate, it's yours.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah. So tell me what's your favorite character? Oh, no problem. There you go.
Very good.
Sorted.
So in your hospitality kind of role and situation, I feel like you kind of like hospitality pushes people one of two ways. Unhealthy ways. There are people who thrive and flourish and do really well in hospitality. I feel like the unhealthy shadow side is either you become like a very fake version of yourself, like a very customer service alter ego fakey American type vibe, or you just become like a ghost of who you used to be.
Yeah, that was definitely the ghost.
You're the ghost.
Yeah,
the ghost
I
of
can't do the
hospitality
fake,
past.
I just can't. It's not in me to be very...
Thank you for laughing at that, Roscoe.
I'm very honest to a certain degree with my reactions. I would say, like, I'll put on a bit, like, you know, emphasis on it. But yeah, no, definitely I'd be a little bit of a shell of myself, and somebody I wasn't that happy with. So yeah, that's why, like, when this came about, it was like jaw dropping. It was like, you know, okay, this is what it's like to be with, you know, work with people that are fantastic and amazing. And that's not just the staff. That's like, you know, members are just, you know yourself. You've been here for so many years. Like, it is a weird place. It's like we were talking about John there before. Like, he is one of the nicest people you could ever meet.
Yeah.
Like, and there's so many. Like, there's Richard as well for Work Plus, and everyone is just delightfully nice. You know, everyone has bad days, of course, but you know, on average, this place is surreal of how kind and generous and actually caring they are for people.
Yeah.
You know, and that goes for you too.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah. So yeah, it definitely has made a massive improvement on my work life and personal life.
Yeah. I feel like this place here, we've all come to it through various different means. So you got in through a job.
Yeah.
I got in through an advertisement on a bus shelter. Literally. That's a long story.
What do you mean? Yeah.
I was working for Deliveroo.
Oh, that's why your bag's in the back, by the way. You have to get that.
Oh, yeah, that actually is. It actually is
And
there.
I'm like, oh, you get rid of that.
I need to get rid of that. I want to submit it to my own personal museum. Ross is in here through an apprenticeship opportunity. And I would say that this place genuinely changes people. And I think you've identified why. It's because of the people you're surrounded by.
Yeah. It is. I think that whole saying of like, it's who you surround yourself with in life that kind of dictates what kind of the direction you head in and the choices you make. And for me, I'm very certain that I'm the best version of myself that I've ever been, because of people like Claire and yourself and everyone else here. And that's not a load of waffle. That's genuinely true. Like, it is, and it's a good thing. You know, 100% a good thing to be heading that direction. I'm very. It's weird. I'm so grateful that I know that I'll never be able to repay Claire for what she did for me, and she doesn't have a clue. And even though I know I help her out and so much stuff, yeah, she 100% like changed my life for the better. Which is just, it's amazing, that.
Yeah. Why do you enjoy coming to work?
I get opportunities.
Assuming you do.
Yeah. No. After all that, you know what? I flipping hate this place. Yeah, like it is. It's 100% the people. Like, the job is like, it's not a massively difficult job. It can be difficult at times, but on average, it's fairly straightforward. We make it more difficult sometimes. I can make it more difficult than it is, of course. But yeah, on the average, on most days, it's simply I come in and I'm able to have a chat with Claire and Lisa and a wee Claire and Rebecca now as well for the past few months, and they just kind of, yeah, it's fun, you know. And then the members, of course, you know, you never know who you're gonna have in the day, which is always good, and you never know what type of events is gonna be on or what type of mood somebody's gonna be in. Like, there's Rebecca as well, Coy, and you've had on Lewis as well. They're just good people. Yeah, and they take the piss.
The croc's pretty good.
Oh yeah, like there's no, you know, you can't be a wimp, you know. Yeah. They will, they'll take the piss out of you, which is great. It's because that's what I love. Yeah, it is. So it's fun.
Awesome. Final question.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to go back in time to, let's just even do like Chris before the job, and you could just say a couple of things to him, what would you say?
It'll get better.
Mm.
And take all the opportunities that come along, and don't let your fear dictate your decisions, because I know that's happened a few times. It's like, should I do this? Should I do this? You know, pushing things way back or not doing them. Yeah, and the past year that's kind of been on the periphery, and then Claire's fantastic because she'll just like, what do you want? Is this what you want to do? Right, just do it. You need to get it done. Do it. I don't want to. You know, so she forces that out of me, which is a good person to be around. Yes. So that's what I would say. Just go for it.
Bonus question. What can we look forward to from you in the next 6 months in terms of Ormeau Baths? Because you've got a lot of stuff, a lot of big ideas.
Marketing and a YouTube series. Will come out, all being well, and prepped ahead of time, and really getting knowledge out of there, out of key people's mouths and brains for the masses. You know, because that's the biggest thing. Obviously, the Founders Night is our most key event, but that info that gets spread is only from then getting to the people that maybe, you know, on average 30, 40 people that are come every, you know, first Thursday of every month. Our plan is to now record that, make it look good, and get that out. So then new people that are arriving to Belfast, or people that just are not aware of Ormeau Baths, or have just said, you know what, I'm going to start a company. Where do I start? They have now a place that, I can get some information before I even see anybody, you know, with our investor days as well, you know, key people in key companies, angel investors or VCs, they can all go and have a little snippet of who these people are and what they're looking for. And if that benefits at least one person, just like OB, as if you're going to benefit and help one person, it's worth it.
Yeah.
You know, all the time and effort. So that's the...
Bottle up the magic.
Yeah.
And share it with the masses.
100%.
Using your gifts of cinematography, filmography, all that stuff to do that.
Trying to.
Love it. Sir? Good sir?
Yeah, I just wanted to ask, can you give us any hint on what the YouTube series could possibly be?
Oh, this guy's dripping with teas.
Well, there'll be a couple. We'll do... There's definitely a Founders Night one. There's an Investor Day one, which has already went out for an Ask Me Anything, and Henrik and Adele, who work for Molten Ventures and Playfair, two VC companies. I hope that's right. And that will continue, and that will be its own thing. And then I want to do like a Founders Roundtable we had talked about, maybe. That's the direction anyway. Nothing's finalized. We're very flexible, but I want to get out there. I want to promote our members. I want our members to promote themselves, because it's what they do best and what they should be doing to get their name out there. So that'll be the series. And for me, it'll just be making that look as nice as possible.
Awesome. I mean, do we need to say any more? If you're considering making Ormeau Baths your business home, come see us. Come meet Chris. Chris will give you a tour. Chris will meet you for coffee. Chris will answer the phone. He'll send you emails, whatever it is that you need. We would love to have you join us here in this place. There's probably a waiting list, as there always is, but the right people always find a way of making it in here. So yeah, whether you're listening to us on YouTube or on the website, highly recommend clicking the links that you need to get the contact information on the website. And other than that, Chris, thank you very much for your time. This was genuinely very, very beautiful. It's your birthday present. Roscoe's been thinking about it for months and months in advance.
Yeah, I can tell the time of thought.
Thanks, guys.